Good evening. It is December the 1st, Monday evening. It has been quite a while. I recorded this last week, one of these, not this specific video clearly, but another video last week, and the phone froze about 6 minutes in, and then it was kind of choppy since through the rest of it. So hopefully this one goes a little bit smoother. Let's go with products first, and we'll get into the conversation. Jabonmann, or Jabonmann, I assume is probably the real pronunciation, considering I believe it's made in Portugal. And Ylang, Patchouli, and orange or naranja, with my terrible Spanish pronunciation. This is a Ylang horsehair long handle brush. And we're going to go with a Schick adjustable. We're going to set it down to a 3 there for the shave. So let's load the brush here. Now, I may have talked about this in a video a while ago, but it's been, I think, 2.5 months or so since I made the last one of these, which is way too long, but life has been incredibly crazy for like the last, 3-4 months or so. Just trying to finish up grad school applications, as some of you know, and that was an incredibly stressful and lengthy and anxiety-ridden process. For anybody who's done it, they know it's a giant pain in the ass. So what I was going to say was, for anybody who's watched these videos, maybe I've used a Ylang before, I'm a big fan of these brushes. I know that there's some people that worry about, Lather is getting everywhere, worry about tangling of the knot, and I will say that that has happened to me, but it's an easy fix, and I tend to be just a bit more aggressive than some people with their brushes, which is probably the reason it happened to me. Usually it's due, in most of these brushes, due to the length of the loft. And that causes, excuse me, that was gross, but I had soap in my mouth. That causes the bristles to tangle easier. This brush, however, has a fairly low loft, as you can see, so tangling isn't much of an issue. I wouldn't say it's not an issue, but I would say it's a very small one. So what are the benefits of these brushes? Which I know is the follow-up question. They're cheap. I think this brush is maybe like €20 or so, €25 at the most. God, this lather's getting everywhere. And it provides what I think is the best combination of backbone to scrub for that little money. Now I know what the other follow-up question is. What about board brushes? Now my experience with board brushes is very limited. I will give you that. I bought one used for my mother to give her her first brush because I wasn't sure how much she was going to use it. And thanks to Barrister and Mann's Velvet, she loves it. She loves that soap, as both Paula and Will know. And so yeah, she uses the brush regularly. So my experience is limited in only the way that I broke in the brush. I used it sparingly, and I did enjoy it. But I feel like these Corsair brushes, there's very little break-in period. There's a bit of a stank, initial stank, which is easy to get out. It took me probably, I don't know, a few shaves. I did buy this brush used, but the person who used it before me used it Very little. Now, so would I recommend these Phylons? Absolutely. I know they make some really, really good, high quality badger brushes as well. I have not touched them, although I will say that I want to. I just haven't had the money around. But I told myself that if I get into graduate school, I will be treating myself to a really nice brush, probably a Simpsons. I talked to Eric Burgos, aka Uncle W, the other day about it, and I've wanted a Simpsons Chubby 2 in Super for a while, but I just haven't had the money. Now, let's talk about life a little bit, I guess. It's been crazy, as I mentioned, due to applications and stuff. But it's been rewarding. I've been taking a microbiology course for about 2 months now, and that's been going really well as well. So everything's going good. It's just been exhausting, to be honest with you. I've been so tired. I've been working so much overtime, and because I needed to train people at work, and that's been good for the money. But it's been, tiring. I also, let's see, since my last video, I turned 27, but a month ago today, actually. It's been weird. Kind of getting used to it, though. I feel like 27 and 28 are those years that kind of getting your life together in some ways. At least that's what's happening for me. God, I love this brush. Oh yeah, the other thing about these, as you can see, do not hog lather at all. In fact, I wish they held it a bit more because they seem to throw it around a lot, but whatever. Lather, smells good, gets everywhere. Clean it up. This razor I bought last week. I think I already may need to get new blades for it. I don't know how many came with it. It doesn't look like very many, which is fine. I can't tell if I like it or not, though, to be honest. It's good, but I feel like I get a lot of irritation pretty easily because it's extremely light, and I feel like I use a fairly light touch anyways. But even with that light touch, I feel like I get a lot of cuts, little cuts here and there, mostly on the mustache area. And that's frustrating. But the design is nice. I do like the adjustableness of it. I tried it at a 5 initially just like I did my Slim, and it was a bit rough. I think 3 for me is just about where it should be. We'll see. I'll use it for probably another few weeks, and then I'll figure out if I want to keep it or not. It was a unexpected purchase. The deal was good. I will say it does make line work easy. The single blade and its direct approach to it makes it, I feel, just a little bit easier to do than with a gem. And I love my gems, really do. I think that's everything. It's a pretty quick shave, but I gotta get ready for work soon, so yeah, my face just feels, after I use this, it just doesn't feel, like it feels smooth enough. Not as smooth as my gems by any means, especially the Micromatic. That's probably the best razor for the money, I'd say. I really like that razor a lot. And I haven't been using it as much as I used to, which is stupid. Got a hair in my mouth. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. We'll see. I may pass it along. Anyways, I know this was a short video, but I wanted to at least reach out, say hi. I miss you all. It's good to make a video again. I will try to make these more regularly. My life should be slowing down over the next couple of weeks. Applications are done, or hopefully they're done. Yesterday was a bit shaky. It was a crazy day, but I think everything should be all set, so my life should be kind of getting back to normal again, hopefully. Anyways, you have a good rest of your week. And if I don't see you, have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. And like I said, miss you all. It's good to be back a little bit. Have a good rest of your week.